All right. Hello and welcome to the 22nd edition of Week in Review.
Week in Review.
My name is Jake Cook, of course.
But he ain't no chef, of course, and my name is Kenneth Pereiro.
But he verily nay are... let me start over real quick. Hello and welcome to the
Welcome to the Wet Willy Week in Review show. My name's Kenneth Pereiro.
My name's Jake Cook.
But I ain't no chef.
And I think we need new catchphrases, obviously, because I messed it up, and I don't think it was a very good catchphrase to begin with. So, whose fault is that?
Well, we made that up on the fly, and for some reason it's stuck, at least in our minds, as something that we should revisit every week. But yeah, I think that if you want to take a more grown-up approach and move on to something different, especially since this is like the beginning crest of the hill of what is season 3. So if you want to institute change, I think.
Changing the catchphrase.
America, this is change, can't believe him. or my name isn't Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby, man, we'll get into him a little bit later.
Good Lord, will we ever?
Man, first minute into the show, we're already sparking controversy. I mean, that's one thing I want to keep to a minimum too. You know, I mean, controversy. There is such thing as bad publicity. You know,
right.
Especially controversy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want people to think that we're a couple of gay retards.
Yeah.
To be honest.
People are going to think that we're just sort of like clickbaiting their ears or something, and we're not.
Yeah, we're trying to be as earnest as we can on the show. We're trying to make the best possible show.
Hey, we should make
It's 22nd episode.
Yeah,
it's time to step our game up finally.
So this is like Ernest Saves Podcast.
Yeah,
it's like a new movie.
Yeah, you could say that.
You know, speaking of Bill Cosby, you know he's actually coming to Atlanta. I think this coming week. He's going to be at the Cobb Energy Center.
The Cobb Energy Center with the Jello and the pudding
and the sweater and the Theo
and my wife Camille.
And the have another sip of your drink, honey, to make you feel better.
You know, I was gonna say
yeah.
That's crazy that he's like, a rapist and everything. I think you could probably unequivocally say that he, at least raped one of those 40 accusers. If one of them is telling the truth, I mean, what's more likely, that 40 people are lying, or that one rich old asshole is lying?
Right. What's more likely, that the laws of nature are suspended in your favor, or that you're under a misapprehension?
What do you mean?
That's a
roofies?
Well, if I may for a moment just dedicate that was a Christopher Hitchens quote, and he would often say that, he was wont to say that during his debates when people would say that they believed in the virgin birth or something. He would say, how likely is it that the laws of nature are suspended in your favor, or that you're under a misapprehension? Ladies and gentlemen of the crowd, I do abjure you to consider my conjecture, because the bishop here is frankly a charlatan, a rapist, and a pedophile. He would always say that.
It's a pretty good British accent, man. It was the way he said pedophile.
Well, I watched Peep Show. That show.
Oh yeah.
You seen Peep Show?
I mean, I love Peep Show.
Don't mock.
This is what I'm talking about.
You don't like these you want to reel it back in?
Let's rewind.
Let's reel it.
We were talking. This always happens. This always happens. We were talking about Bill Cosby.
Right.
And then, you start doing an impression, and then all of a sudden we're talking about Christopher Hitchens, and then we're talking about British people.
We did say.
And then we got onto TV in a matter of like 45 seconds.
I think
saying if we could,
yeah.
Just take a deep breath. Just breathe it all the way in and breathe it all the way out. And let's talk about rape.
Okay. It's a very serious thing.
Bill Cosby, and I don't appreciate the sarcasm, all right?
Yeah, me being sarcastic?
Yeah.
About Bill Cosby.
I mean, he's a rapist.
Hey, rape is a 4-letter word.
That's true. What can be said about that? Besides, it's a 4-letter word, and, it's probably the worst thing you can do to a person.
There are 4 letters that comprise it.
Yeah, that's true.
2 of them are vowels, 2 consonants.
Mm-hmm. And you take 1 letter out, and you have...
Rope.
I guess you take a letter out and add a letter.
Anyway,
okay.
So
let's reel it back in again.
Wow,
Okay.
so much fishing line out there.
I feel like it's such a fight. It's such a fight,
It's
man.
such a fight. It's five for fighting.
We don't have to be goofy all the time, you know. We can just let the goofiness
Okay.
just be as it may.
I defy
right?
you. I defy you to not be goofy.
Okay. I think Bill Cosby is it's messed up that he still gets all that money and stuff, and like he clearly like raped all those people and shit.
Do you have
He
any?
should be in jail, you know.
Do you have any evidence to support what you just said?
I mean,
Just eyewitness testimony is one of the worst ways that you can possibly judge someone who has done something that is, I guess, classified as a felony. Like, you don't want to just rely on eyewitness testimony.
Okay, I mean, what about? I mean, I don't know. I haven't really studied the case very much.
I'm just saying,
sure there's
you're
more than
saying
that.
you want him to become a beggar in the streets and to be in jail. Is that a little bit of an exaggeration, or do you think you should have a few more pieces of evidence before you throw him the can, as they say?
The thing is, there's nothing going to trial. I mean, this is stuff that already happened that he settled out of court for like years ago.
So you think
and so he's legally not even allowed to talk about it.
Right.
So I mean, it's not like a matter of like he's not going to be put on trial. He hasn't been
Double
charged
jeopardy.
with rape.
Right.
That's not really the point. I'm just saying.
Why
Like,
don't these women press charges?
because it's like old, you know. It's like the statute of limit. Now you're gonna make me seem like a dumbass. I don't know, like legality and shit. But
Double indemnity.
what's that?
It's when you have two indemnities.
What is one indemnity?
One indemnifies themselves.
Which means what does that mean?
We'll get back to
Do
you.
you think do you think he didn't rape those people?
All I'm saying is that it's
What do they have to gain? You know, from lying about that.
a lot of attention.
You think that's what they want?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm saying that I don't think someone should be thrown in jail. I'm trying to inject a rational point of view into it, that we do have due process in this country, and when someone is throwing around allegations that are felonious, then it's good to have a little bit of like solid evidence before you decide that someone should be stripped of all their titles and money and freedom.
I didn't say anything about that. I just said if he rapes somebody, he should be in jail, right?
Yeah, at the very least, if not like killed outright,
Yeah.
depending on who you rape. I mean, it's one thing definitely to rape anyone at all. It's awful, but I mean, I think that rape can be something that has different degrees. Like how they always say in prison, like child rapists and stuff, those people don't survive because even people who are in jail don't tolerate that for some reason.
I guess we've talked about that on the show too.
Yeah, well,
a lot of dark moments in the show's history.
Oh my lord, it's as sullied as
Bill Cosby's career, right?
Yes.
Going back to the rape thing, I just wanted to repeat again that Bill Cosby is a rapist, no matter what Kenneth says. And I think it's
And
true.
he should be.
And I'm saying, I'd like to say officially, this is from me and Kenneth to you. We can review officially endorses Bill Cosby being called a rapist and being forced to wear a shirt that says "I'm a rapist."
Wait,
Please
let
me give back all my money to the community. I'm going to donate all of my riches to a battered women's shelter.
Hold on.
Well, I'm
Now-
just saying, like from me and Kenneth
Yeah.
to you, to the listener. That's what I'm advocating. And
hold
I think I
on.
can speak for both of us.
Hold on.
And I think it's best we probably just move on. Well, we're gonna have a guest on the show today, Ben Wills.
Ben Wills, shout out.
I don't really know what happened. I guess he was tired. It's a real shame because he's a music producer and an old friend of ours, and I was gonna ask him some questions about his opinions about music issues and stuff.
He's more of an old friend than a music producer, though. Let's be fair.
I mean, I consider him.
It's a 75-25.
I consider him a friend before I consider him a producer.
Friend first, producer second.
But to our audience who may not know him, that's his connection to the show is that he's our friend. His connection to the world is that he's a biker.
He will be your friend.
Is a recorder.
Yes. Human recorder.
And he likes to climb walls, which I guess he did today. Which has been a lot of our friends have been doing that a lot recently. What do you think of that? You ever been rock climbing?
I have been.
Man, our friends are super into it.
Well, some of them are, I suppose.
Noah and Ben are always going fucking rock climbing together.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good exercise.
Crush. I think Crush does that too.
It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to do. You get really sore. You have to get through like a period of just being sore for like a week or two before you actually, I think, can progress.
Who'd want to do that?
Well, I guess not you. I mean, it is cool. It's very challenging and very difficult. And the cool thing about it too is that it's just like functional strength, Joe Rogan style. Like, if you're going to climb a wall, like, you can definitely train, you can do weightlifting and stuff like that, but ultimately you really just need to be able to like sustain your ability to lift your own body weight and to manipulate your whole body so that you can like get from place to place. It's pretty cool. It destroys your hands.
Gives you big muscles though?
It doesn't necessarily give you big muscles. I mean, if you are predisposed to have big muscles, it might, I guess. But again, you're just lifting your own body weight. So I mean, there's like a certain point where you can't really get any bigger without outside intervention.
What if you were like a super big fat guy that weighed a bunch?
You would probably have to do some aerobic stuff before you were able to do some like sustained rock climbing.
What if you're lazy?
Are you trying to say that you're not going to be a rock climber? Are you describing yourself?
That's kind of the point I'm making.
What if you're fat and you're stupid and your eyesight's really bad? You can't see the rocks.
You have a small penis. I'm just kidding.
Now you're describing both of us, dude.
Oh, snap, man. Up to the sky. Kenneth's actually relighting the incense there.
Yeah, it's gone out.
But I mean, I was going to ask our friend Ben about the Loudness War, which is the popular name given to the trend of increasing audio levels on CDs and in digital files since the early 1990s, which many critics believe reduces sound quality and listener enjoyment. But since he's not here, I guess I won't even get into that.
Do you even know if he knows anything about that?
I reckon he might have an opinion.
Well, what if he didn't know about it, though?
If he doesn't know about it, then it could be we could all learn something.
True.
This is like, a lot of critics... I'm not going to read this article because
pretty long.
Yeah, I probably should have done more research, but I mean, look at these pictures here. You got a picture of a couple of waveforms.
Right.
I guess in this case they're using the waveform for the song "Black or White" by Michael Jackson.
Nice.
Jackson.
Tony Jackson.
Tony Jackson, and he's they're showing, they got the first one, 1991 original Dangerous album, and it's like
it's a waveform. It looks very distorted. It looks pretty loud.
Well, look at that one compared to this one from the 2007 remaster for the Ultimate Collection.
Right, it looks louder.
Gets louder and louder, right?
Right.
And it's just gonna keep going on until all you hear is just.
Move it, football head.
Yeah. The Hey Arnold theme song.
Thanks.
So, so I don't know. I guess we'll never know Ben's opinion of that because.
Rest in peace, Ben's opinion about that.
He's gonna have another day on the show, but I'm just gonna blow that out there that we'll not be talking about the Loudness War then.
This is gonna be a list of things that we're not gonna talk about on today's episode, starting with Bill Cosby.
Not gonna talk about Bill Cosby.
No.
Because neither of us know enough about it.
No. And especially to make sweeping statements about how he should be tried based on his definite either guilt or innocence.
I think that you are a fascist. So, there.
I would say I'm fast-ish. If you're asking me how fast I can run.
You're more than fast. No, I mean we could talk about it. I mean
I for one am not very interested in this.
It's not necessarily
interesting.
Super interesting, but I don't know how we started talking about it. I think you just said Bill Cosby, and then
Wait, are you talking about Bill Cosby? Or are you talking about the loudening?
The Loudness War. Oh yeah. I don't know. This is definitely not interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can agree on that.
Maybe Ben might have had some insight into it, but the audience will be hearing it. I'm gonna go ahead and waste that topic now on me and Kenneth,
flush it down the toilet.
who are two Philistines who don't know anything about recording.
Nope. You can hardly even turn on the computer, let alone make it record something.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of recording, like we definitely need to get a better microphone, don't you say?
That's what you say, yes.
Yeah, I think so. I think the last one sounded like crap, maybe because of the way I compressed it, or like maybe it's all my fault.
Could be.
And I was actually going to ask Ben to help me mix this episode because it just sounded like shit to me.
Now the truth comes out. Now we understand why you were so mad that he's not here.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that until just now. Coincidentally.
That's well played, Jake. Well played.
Yeah. I didn't even know that Ben was like a music producer. No, I mean like I was going to ask his opinion and probably get him to fuck with this. But I don't know. If it sounds shitty, it's because I don't know what I'm doing, and I think this microphone kind of sucks too.
If it sounds shitty, it sounded shitty the whole time, though. So I don't think it would surprise people. So what you should say is, if it sounds the same as it always has, then I'm sorry.
I think our early episodes sound better,
With
like the ones with the old microphone before it broke. It sounds
reference
more crisp.
episode 2 for that, listeners.
Let's play a little bit right now.
All right, welcome to the first episode of Weekend Review.
Do you want to do a live commentary?
Weekend Review.
Well, just real
I
quick.
hate commentaries.
Listen to the crispness of that
Weekend
Right.
Red,
compared to
Weekend Review.
the last one.
That's not true.
See how it sounds really like.
It sounds a little bit more. It doesn't
Bassy.
sound. Yeah, it does sound bassy.
I think I just used a shitty compressor or something on it. I think I just fucked up the mix of the last episode, so I apologize for that. We're working on it. It's a work in progress. Work in review.
Hey, work in review. Nice.
We'll probably change the title of the show. What did you say your new title idea was?
I don't know if it's a little premature to announce it, but an idea that I had that isn't really worth. It's a very short point, but it's just O, comma, spelled out COMMA, hey, period, spelled out PEROID.
Yeah.
No.
Period.
Period. PERIOD. Can I hear it in a sentence?
POD.
POD.
You gonna get them involved somehow?
Yeah. We are. We can review. We are.
What was it?
We can review.
So just say the full title of what you're gonna call the episode.
O, comma, hey, period.
Okay. So you think this is a good name? Why?
I think it's a good name because it sounds good to say. O, comma, hey, period. O, comma, hey, period. O, comma, hey, period. O, comma, hey, period. It sounds like a different language if you say it enough, and you start to get to that point where, like, the words kind of melt into each other. I also like that its the initials are OH. Wait.
OCHP.
OCHP, OCHP, OCHP. O, comma, hey, period. O, comma, hey, period. OCHP, OCHP.
So you like how
It's got a rain.
used as a mantra.
It's got a Rain Man type of appeal to it. Like OCHP, OCHP, OCHP. O, comma, hey, period. 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 O, comma, hey, period.
I don't know. I'm not digging it, man.
I'm not probably spitting it to you in the best and most attractive way.
Kenneth, I got so caught up in the moment that I forgot to show you the brand new Weekend Review theme song that I constructed earlier today. Do you want to check it out?
The new brand new? Yeah.
It's the new one. Check it out right here. So here we go. Tell me what you think.
Okay. I like the keyboard. Is that you?
Yeah, I did that with GarageBand.
Ooh.
It's the organ sound, the toy organ. I use that a lot.
Wow. It's a little bit jazzy.
It's got a jazzy kind of feel.
Digging the drums, kind of like Napoleon Dynamite kind of thing. Like real like Casio keyboard.
Elevator music vibe.
And then the bass comes in, just killing it.
The bass is
Jacko
strong.
Pastorius. Did he stop by for this?
Yeah, man, I got a surprise visit from Jacko.
Wow. Yeah, he's just killing it on that fretless.
I almost called the cops when you slapping that bass.
Oh man, you totally got me. I thought the verse was gonna come in there, just drop in. I was totally expecting it.
Well, maybe it will, man. I mean, it's a little early in the song.
I guess so. This intro is just killing me though. It's killing it.
You gotta be buzzing off that intro, though.
I love the melody. Just that keyboard's just killing it on that melody. Just killing it, dude.
Straight killing it.
Oh man. Everything just dropped out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got tears.
All right.
Wow, it's beautiful, man.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Sweet. That's good. Yeah, I made that today at Carroll Street.
You made that at Carroll Street. You must have had a big old espresso.
Must have a lot of espresso to make that.
Got the double, triple, quad Americano. Someone ordered a double, triple, quad Americano.
Could I have the legal amount of espresso that you're allowed to give a person?
Oh yeah, that's the double, triple, Moncajito, Maltrondo.
Double, triple Moncajito Maltrondo on the fly.
Oh wow. Oh wow. You heard him, y'all.
Double Mojito Maltrondo Mojito for Julie.
It says Jake.
Anyway.
Yeah, come on.
So yeah, just that's one thing I had planned for the show. Now what's happening? See, now that you're holding it, so he was making all that noise.
All that static.
Yeah. That should be Hello?
Should be not happening. Not happening.
I don't know. Technical problems. Technical problems are the least of our worries.
We're worried about the content. We gotta get the content straight first.
Just want to do like funny stuff, you know.
Okay, I have a joke.
Oh, you got a joke?
That's topical and tasteless. This is an awful joke.
Cool.
And it's in very, very poor taste. But the only reason I feel comfortable saying it is because if I don't say it now, I'll lose the opportunity. And I mean, honestly, this joke has a shelf life of maybe 3 to 4 more months, and then it's just totally useless. It's just words jangling around.
Yeah.
Neurons that will never meet again, like long lost lovers.
So this is a joke regarding 9/11.
No.
Oh.
No, we would never forget
Yeah.
9/11.
Never joke about 9/11.
No, never forget, never remember.
But you
9/11.
know what's worse than 3/11?
9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say that every year.
So, you know my dog,
Yeah.
little Char Char. Shout out.
Mm-hmm. Jesus, Charlie. That's what he sounds like.
That's when he barks when he's starting to get mad at you.
Yeah.
If you're doing something to annoy him, he'll look at you like,
Yeah.
and
What's he do when he gets really mad?
oh, it's too loud. It's too late. It's too late and it's too loud to imitate that.
You can do an impression of it?
I can and I won't. So Charlie,
Every day.
I was talking to Charlie one morning after Erica went to work. I was drinking my coffee, and I was listening to NPR, and I was listening, and I was like, oh man, I got a joke. So I went over to Charlie, and I was like, hey Charlie, I was sitting over here listening to the radio and drinking this cup of coffee, and kind of had an epiphany because I realized, I mean, your last name it's Tsarnaev, right? Because you're a Boston terrorist.
Oh yeah.
Because he's a Boston Terrier.
Oh, okay. You didn't mention that.
The joke is it's primarily visual, and I need Charlie on stage with me.
Also, you'd have to know the name of the guy.
You don't think people know Tsarnaev?
Well, I think I knew the name, but I've never heard it pronounced, so I don't know.
You only read it?
I watch. Yes, I've only seen him on Reddit.
Wow, I've actually never even seen it written out. I only know it because of the radio.
I watch the radio, but I watch with the sound off. Or not the radio, what's it called? The TV. Yeah.
So
I watch TV Land with the sound off, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
Sounds like a orphan verse of a Tyler the Creator song or something.
Yo, I watch TV Land with the sound off. Oh
Great.
man, I forgot to tell you, Kenneth. Dude, we have a very special guest actually. I can't believe I forgot about this. I mean, fuck Ben. Who cares about Ben?
A lot of people don't.
We got Tyler the Creator in the fucking house. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? Well, y'all some faggots or what? Y'all want to suck my dick or something?
Hey Tyler,
Yeah, what's up, bitch?
big time fan. First time.
Whoa,
first
that's
time
really
caller.
random. I'm like a fan of you guys too, man. I'm like
Wow.
a big fan of you faggots and shit.
That's pretty random.
Yo, but I fuck with you bitches, cause especially you dykes. Yo, I like lesbian bitches. I rape and kill them and shit.
Hey, how did you come up with the inspiration for the video for Yonkers?
Oh, I don't know. It was just really weird. I was just sitting in my room. I just thought of this what is the most craziest ass video I could fucking make, you know?
Yeah.
And then my first 2 ideas were a little bit explicit, you know what I'm saying?
They were what?
They were like a little bit explicit.
Explicit.
Yeah, like my first idea was like for me and my boys, right, to just like roll up on this cemetery and start pissing all over the graves and
Oh,
shit.
that's nasty.
And then we bring our mamas out and slap them in the face with a big fish or something, you know?
Ew.
I don't know, it's just really random and weird. It's like the inside of my fucking head, you know?
Very odd future of you. Yeah.
Yeah, but then like MTV wouldn't let me do it and shit. They were like threatening to pull the funding off my YouTube videos. So I was like, fuck them faggots, you know what I mean? And a lot of people got a problem with using the word faggot and stuff. It's like,
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I mean, people say that I shouldn't say the word faggot and stuff, and all I'm trying to make them believe is that like I use it as a derogatory term for homosexuals.
Okay, so in case there was any kind of like vagary or something that needed to be further fleshed out, you are using it as a derogatory term. It's not like
Yeah, I'm using it to hurt people, you know?
Okay.
I just wanted to like hurt people's feelings and shit, especially homosexuals and stuff, because I don't be doing none of that, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm like a fucking icon for the youth and shit, you know what I mean? I mean, it's
Yeah.
like it's really random.
Well, how do you feel about the N-word? If that's your take on the word faggot, if you were to think about how you feel about a word that of people don't like to say because it's considered to be one of the worst.
I don't say the N-word, man. That's a word that's used as a tool of oppression over centuries. I'm not gonna say that shit. You're never gonna hear me saying that shit out of my mouth, man. It's bullshit. It's like really random and weird.
There are recordings of you saying that word.
I don't say it no more, man. It's like I just got more immature, in my life and shit. Trying to get shit together, start raping bitches and cutting bitches' throats and shit.
Sort of like Dave Chappelle Back to Africa kind of realization you're going through right now, maybe.
Man, Dave Chappelle is funny as fuck. Man, he's funny as fuck.
What's your favorite Dave Chappelle joke?
I don't know. I like that joke. Like, I don't know. It's really random and weird or whatever. But like, I like that one joke where he talks about pissing on bitch face and shit.
Yeah.
And raping her and cutting her throat and stuff, and calling a bitch a faggot.
One of my favorite Dave Chappelle jokes, you might know this one, is when he talks about the first time he ever did mushrooms, and he's like, I thought it was some background shit. I thought I could just take the mushrooms, go out, and go about my day. So I went to get a haircut, and I look up at the mirror, and a penis is cutting my hair.
Cut my hair.
A penis. Do you know that one, Tyler?
Yeah, I totally remember that one. Anyway, I gotta go like do a kickflip and rape a bitch and punch like Selena Gomez in the mouth and shit.
Wow.
Yo, y'all need to buy All Future shit. All Future Wolfgang.
OF.
Hey, OF. And to people that say that I'm a bad influence, like, fuck y'all faggots.
All right. See
I'm
ya.
about to rape a bitch and cut a bitch throat. I know it's really random and weird or whatever.
See you, Tyler. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, yo, fuck you, faggot.
Wow, what a cool guy. All the way from California just to be on a little old show we like to call L Weekend, comma, L Review.
I don't know. I don't really understand the hype about him anymore. I think it's a little bit played out.
Well, he is getting older. I mean,
He came out. Yeah, I mean, it's only. I mean, how long can you talk about faggots and raping bitches and cutting their throats and shit?
I would say approximately 134 minutes.
Yes, that's yeah, exactly. Like a 94-minute album.
Yeah.
That doesn't get boring at all. Yeah, keep putting out like 80-minute albums, dude, with like shitty beats and like mix your songs as worst as possible.
And make sure that
Great way to get attention.
your skit continues too with your psychologist.
And then expect and like I don't know, like you're trying to empower the youth and all you're doing is like making the youth look like fucking disgusting, like bumfucks, fucktards, vandals,
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say scum fucking buttle tups or something. I mean,
Yeah.
just assholes.
Right.
You're not helping youth culture,
No.
Tyler, the creator.
No, you're making everyone look down on us. You're giving us a bad name.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're so edgy. Whatever. It's really random and weird or whatever. But I do kind of like some of his songs.
Yeah, I mean Yonkers is awesome, and that song it was on the Odd Future mixtape, Flanders or whatever.
That song's really cool.
Gotta love that song.
Yeah.
No matter what you think about Tyler, I mean, my mom likes that song.
Yeah.
She said that she wants it to be played at her funeral, so
No way.
it's a good song.
If he had his way, every mom in America would be having a funeral today.
That's probably true.
It's like, yo, kill your parents and shit. I don't know.
JK.
Can't believe we got him on the show though.
That was pretty cool. I think we'll probably get a few more people in Jakarta once they hear that Tyler the Creator was on the most recent episode of Weekend Review.
I mean, I was just stunned in silence like the whole time. I couldn't even talk. I mean,
Mouth
you
agape.
saw me just sitting there like not saying a damn word while he
Yeah.
was just going off.
I know.
He offends me.
Yeah. Well, I would have been really nervous, but my eyes are dilated right now, so I can't see anything. I had an eye exam earlier, so
Yeah.
it might as well have been you I was talking to, just like you have a cold or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Neither do I.
It's really random and weird and whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Very random.
Did you really go to the eye doctor today?
Yeah.
What did you go for?
Oh,
You didn't actually go.
no, I went.
No.
Look, if I say I did something and I commit to something, I do it, willing or otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just told the eye doctor that you were going to come, so that's why you went?
Yeah.
Why did you tell them that you're going to come in the first place?
Because they asked me.
They
They
just
called me up. Yeah, they said, hey,
You're too
we're
nervous
giving
to
out... Not too nervous. I felt like it was a challenge. Like, hey, we're giving out free eye exams. Would you like to come sometime this weekend since we're servicing your area? And I'm like, I'm not going to not go. You know what I mean?
Not going to knock
I'm not going to not go if you
Not
put it
gonna
like
knock
that. Like, you're challenging me right now. It's like, hey, would you like to do this thing for free? And you're basically saying, hey, this is a great opportunity. You could really benefit from listening to what we have to say here. But if you're too lazy, if you think that this is like too much work, then hey, we totally respect that, because you know what, we're not trying to put our we're not trying to pressure you in anything.
They're like, we know that you don't have a car. You probably wouldn't be able to bike here. It's a little far. So.
Exactly. That's exactly what they said. I said, well, I don't have a car. And like, oh, it is 35 miles away.
Let me see your bike. This kind of looks like a piece of shit. You don't really look like a serious biker to me. I don't really think
you probably
you'd be able
wouldn't
to
make it. Yeah, that's exactly what the woman said.
Just became enraged.
Yeah, she was like, it's really unfortunate too, because it's just like a big orgy here, and everyone just has any kind of like free drugs that they want. But you have to be kind of a man to get here. So I understand if you want to like just check that little box to opt out. Yeah, totally get it. Like
totally understand.
It's really hard.
Bikers. I mean, I biked here, and I could totally beat you in a race. But I mean, I'm not even talking about that.
Yeah, and actually, I biked backward. I biked like the opposite way to work. Like I went all the way around the world, the long way, so I could get to my work, so that I got there from the other side of the street. So yeah, my commute's like 4,569 miles one way. But I understand, like, if that's too much, you just check that box, just opt out.
Just go ahead and check that little pussy box for it.
Yeah, the P in parentheses, stands for pussy. Looks like a pussy too. No coincidence.
I mean, I don't blame you, man. If people said some shit like that to me, I'd definitely report.
Yeah, so I went there. They said I had 20/20 vision, and then dilated my eyes, and I wrecked my bike on the way home because I couldn't see anything. I ran into the back of a car because I thought it was a stop sign in the shadow.
Yeah.
And it turned out it was the back of a Schwann's truck.
Did you go into the truck bed?
No,
like
I went underneath it.
Deer?
Yeah, I got my ears cut off. Like, well, not literally cut off. I mean, come on. I didn't check that opt-out box.
So you actually went, and they didn't find anything wrong with your eyes?
No, my eyes are fine. Thank you. Thanks, bye.
You never had glasses?
I have had glasses once because I had a best friend named Max Sparks. No relation. Literally.
To Bubba Sparks?
Yeah. He had glasses, and then another friend of mine, Michael Kaplan, had glasses. All my best friends had glasses. I didn't. And so I felt jealous. And so I went to the eye doctor and actually lied to get a prescription. Similar to how like people who are addicted to opiates, like they'll go into like doctors and they'll be like, oh, my back, it hurts so bad. Heroin's the only thing to help me, doc.
In your case, you were addicted to looking like a tool.
I was addicted to looking like a dork. And the doctor was like, can you see this? And I was like, is that a monkey? And the doctor was like, oh, dear Lord, that's an A, son.
Gave you like the worst glasses possible? They weigh like 50 pounds?
The lenses were so thick that I couldn't actually go outside in them for fear that if the sun was caught in my lenses, it would immediately catch anything I was looking at on fire. Because it was such a strong lens, and it was so convex in its focal point that like it was serious damage anytime I went outside. I did actually several times. Well, we're moving on, right? I mean,
no, I'm listening.
No, I have a record, so I don't like to get into it, but I do have a record, so I admit it. It's true, but I don't like to talk about specifics unless I'm like applying for a job or something.
We're all about breaking records on the show, man.
Yeah, we are.
Specifically, worst podcast ever record.
Yeah, we've won that 22 times in a row.
Undisputed champions.
Can I go back to Ben real quick to tell the listeners something?
Sure.
One thing that Ben may have been able to extrapolate upon had he been here was one time I heard a friend of ours, Stephen Abenin, who has yet to be on the show.
Yeah, I should have called him, man.
Yeah, should have. It's not too late. Give him a call.
Woulda. He could zip over for like the last 30 minutes. He probably won't get here in time.
He probably won't want to. I don't know if I blame him either.
Yeah.
So Ben one time explained to Stephen why vinyl records were better than digital recordings.
Yeah.
And, everyone always makes fun of people who say that they like vinyl better. And, Mr. Show did that skit where David Cross has like that portable record player or whatever. And
Victrola.
Yeah. But I heard it explained in an interesting way. Particularly, I guess, describing the warmth of records versus digital files.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Well, yeah, but I heard it explained. I've told you this already, but you didn't actually let me explain why it is.
Because I wanted you to save it for now, so fucking tell it.
Okay, so digital.
Dude, tell your shit, man.
I'm trying.
Tell the people what you want to say.
I'm doing it. I'm getting interrupted by this ugly man yelling at me.
Where? Who? Where is he? I'll kick his ass.
Last time I saw him, he was in front of me in the mirror. Oh wait, he was in front of. He was standing in front of me in the bathroom, and I saw him in the mirror. I saw him. He was in front of me. We were in the bathroom
What the hell
together.
are you talking about, man?
He was peeing, and he was in front of the mirror, and I was behind him, and I saw him in front of me in the mirror.
The only person you've done that to that I know of is me. So what? Wait a second. You son of a bitch.
Caught you in my web of lies. I'm
But
going to eat you like a tasty morsel. Yes. So digital music is zeros and ones, right?
Yeah.
So it's very polarized. It's either on or off. It's either 0 or 1. There's no in between. Whereas a record, you have a more of a gradual. It's not digital. Obviously, there's no zeros and ones. It's just like the crest of a note or something. You can have that gentle, smooth kind of rolling. The material that the vinyl record is made of allows for more subtlety and more intricacy than the 0 to 1 that you get when you listen to records. It's either 1 or 0, but the gradient of a vinyl record is infinite in comparison. Like the A to A sharp that you might hear on like a record of, I don't know, John Coltrane or something. Like you can maybe hear that entire transition from an A to an A sharp. Although half step may not be the best. Let's say A to D sharp. Like
You're providing a lot of imagery in my head. I'm seeing like a rolling landscape in my head. I feel like if I close my eyes, I feel like it's an acid trip, but I don't feel any closer to understanding what you're trying to explain.
I'm not trying to convince you.
I don't mean to be convinced. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
I gave up trying to convince you long ago.
Oh, shit. Dong, dong, dong. Is that a gay joke?
Dong, dong, dong.
I should have said something about that.
I don't get it. If that's a joke, then...
Trying to convince me to have sex with you or give you a blowjob or something?
Oh, yeah. Hilarious. Keep them coming. Write that one down. We could...
I don't need to write it down. I already said it.
Nice.
It's on record.
So you have a list of things.
Yeah, well, I do have a bit of a list. I got to a few of them.
We have, very subtly.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know what I was talking about was on a list. But you know that a lot of Native American actors quit the latest Adam Sandler movie over Native American jokes.
Oh, yeah?
What do you think of this? They had a bunch of 30 or something actors walked off set of this new Adam Sandler movie because of the I guess insensitive nature of the jokes, and they had a cultural consultant that was on hand. Blah blah blah. That beleaguered cultural consultant reportedly also walked off the set, unable to influence producers to so much as change their inaccurate costumes from Comanche to Apache. It's supposed to be about Apache women, let alone get them to drop a joke as crucial to the movie as Beaver's breath.
That's oral sex innuendo, I believe.
Well, one character says, "Hey, Beaver's breath," and the native woman says, "How did you
know my name?"
Yeah, great joke, right?
I think that's pretty good, yeah.
I'm not gonna defend this just based on the fact that it's mediocre comedy.
From an Adam Sandler movie, what do you expect?
I would expect nothing less, but
well, then you should be satisfied.
I guess in a way I'm satisfied.
I'm very satisfied.
But it's just I don't know. What do you think of that?
Well, sounds about right. I mean, Adam Sandler's been doing the same old shit for a long time, and people are sensitive about stuff, and they make a fuss about stuff, and everything sounds like it's in its right place. I guess what we really need to do here is just listen to that Radiohead song, "Everything is in its right place," and then we'll just know that everything is in its right place, and it's just...
That's a different song.
Everything is so near.
You're just singing national anthem right now.
Yeah. That's still national anthem.
Yeah, you're right.
That's like
you're doing the saxophone part.
Yeah, I'm doing the saxophone solo.
Yeah.
You know how they were, not to be a tangential speaker, but they the way they did all those saxophones. Actually, this is just my theory. But at the very end, it's a very chaotic and frenetic. There's several horn instruments all playing at the same time, and I feel like in my heart of hearts, what they did was they said, okay, here's the key we want you to solo in, here's the tempo we want you to solo in, and then they just let everyone solo by themselves, and then they put them all together after the fact.
Without them listening to that song.
Yeah, they said this is the tempo, this is the key, do whatever you want.
That's probably true.
I feel like
But it's not all in the same key. It's like
no. I'm
cacophony.
saying the key that they gave them could have been
I
anything.
see.
Yeah, but they just stayed in that one key, or maybe they said no key, just do what you want. Nokia,
Nokia, just do what you want.
cell phones and fine electronic products.
I don't know. That sounds about right.
Thank you.
I read.
See, everything is in its right place.
Well, since we're referencing the AV Club, I read the AV Club a lot. I don't know about you.
I had never even heard about it until today.
AV Club is it's like the Onion's entertainment news site.
Can you make your cigarette stop smoking?
I'm trying. Wait.
It's the worst life ever.
It's
Ugh.
it's burning to ashes on the ashtray.
That's my favorite metal band.
Let me hold this over here. So they have this segment called Hate Song, where different people talk about the one song that they hate and the reason that they hate it.
Okay.
I was wondering if you had a hate song. We got Eugene Merman talking about why I Got a Feeling, why Black Eyed Peas is the worst song. Mike Rosenberg of Passenger. I don't know, whatever. I've never heard of that.
My Heart Will Go On.
Yeah. This guy talking about why he hates Black Hole Sun. What is your hate song?
I'm sure I have one. I mean, I'm sure I've got many. I'm just trying to think, like, what song I cannot bear to hear.
And like there has to be something that you can actually talk about.
Right. I mean, nothing immediately comes to mind because I do barricade myself away from pop culture, and I don't have many friends, and I definitely don't permit the friends that I do have to sing in front of me.
Yeah.
So I have very, very little exposure outside of my little sphere of influence. But if I had to say a song, it would have to be a song that I've heard. I'm trying to think of something that's like viscerally annoyed me when I've heard people singing it and just been like, God, you need to shut up. While I think, I mean,
What does the fox say?
That wasn't that bad.
I hate that song. I don't know if that would be my hate song necessarily.
I mean, that
don't have
song
much to say about it other
is
than
stupid.
It's extremely annoying.
It is annoying, but
I think the main thing that I hate the most in music is overproduction.
Yeah.
So any song that's like sounds too clean and like robot like, I think it's probably one of those songs.
You must hate Sufjan's album.
No, because that's electronic music. You're trying to say The Age of Odds?
Yes.
No,
one of my
that's-
favorite albums, and I totally blanked on the title.
That's electronic. That's different. I mean overproduction meaning like
Everything's too clean.
Yeah. So fucking I don't know that song. Probably every Maroon 5 song. Genuinely, I really hate that band. I think they sound horrible. They sound like shit, and they're so annoying. God, like go on and on about it. I mean, they just suck. I mean,
I don't have
they're just shitty. Like just I hate listening to them.
such detailed description. Tell us more.
I mean, they're just dumb and like
Yeah.
they just suck and they're lame.
What do they look like?
Idiots.
Yeah, of course.
God, they're so stupid. I can just go on and on and on and on and on.
Sponsored by Quicksilver and Aeropostale.
Just make dumb music. It's big fat idiots. And the one guy has adult ADD. Whatever.
I've got adult ADD.
No, you just do too many fucking.
I've got adult ADD.
You do too much speed, you speed freak.
What's the difference?
Slow down, man.
I slowed down by speeding up.
He talks like this. He's like, "Hey, I'm that douchebag from Maroon 5. How you guys doing today? I'm talking to you about adult ADD commercial. What's that guy's name? Adam Levine.
Adam Levine.
I don't. Just look at this guy, man. Fucking hate Maroon 5.
He's a pretty guy who
just go on and on about.
who has been given the opportunity to capitalize on his good looks.
Adam Levine, cute moments on YouTube.
I'd prefer not to watch this.
This song, man, I think this is my least favorite song of all time.
Is this Maroon 5?
Yeah, God, man. I hate this so much. It's so fucking lame. It's so dumb and like just ballless. Just man, come on, dude. Look at this fucking guy with his shaking his fine ass like that.
I'll go ahead and compliment this segment by telling you my favorite song.
Yeah, what's your favorite song?
Well, let's venture on into who my currently favorite band is. My current favorite band.
Yeah. Hey, I guess what I got right here.
Looks like a little leftover, little relic of the past, shall we say?
I hate to do it, but here we go. I'm gonna open one of these raspberries that were left over, and fans of the show will know what I'm talking about.
And fans of the show will know that Jake is about to slam this down and say, "I can't drink that."
I'm not gonna do that. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink it all the way. All the way. Here we go. I just can't do it. It's just too nasty, man. I would never drink something like that. Where's Alex? He helped me with these.
I think he's in the closet, still passed out from the show.
If only he.
I think that explains the smell too.
He chugged all those raspberries.
Yeah.
In less than an hour.
So, rarely do I find that like the suggestions on YouTube are necessarily something I actually want to watch. Like I did delete my Facebook. Yes, please hold your applause.
You deleted your Facebook also, maybe unwillingly or unknowingly bequeathing the entire podcast empire to me.
It's medically impossible for a man to bequeath. Okay, that's strictly something that only women can do, and it's a rapid vibration of the vaginal flaps of the labia major and minor, blowing air out and pushing on each other.
You're thinking of the word queef. I said bequeath, my friend.
Not hearing a difference.
It's like you had me kneel down before you, and you put your sword next to my shoulder, and you said, "I bequeath thee."
That was not my sword.
Metaphorically, that it was not my sword, my lord. Sounds like something from a fucking Shakespeare play or something.
Yeah. So
Shakespeare's so funny.
yeah, Othello. Get out of town.
The Midsummer Night's Dream. That's your fucking comedy right there.
So my favorite band right now is called Chon, and I found them on YouTube, and honestly, they've given me a lot of hope and faith for music in the future, because these guys, they're younger than us, I think. I want to say they're like in their 20s, like early 20s.
I'm in my 20s.
We're in our mid 20s, so. But these guys, their
These
music,
guys are like what, 21, 22?
something like that. But I love the technicality of their music. It's all instrumental for the most part. It's two guitarists, a bassist, and a drummer. Two of the musicians are brothers.
Yeah.
I'm
Brothers
really-
from other mothers?
From the same mother.
I see. Legal brothers.
They're legally brothers and genetically. I'm actually curious to hear if you'll like them, because honestly, I love this band so much that it's one of the few. It's actually one of the only pieces of music I have bought in the last probably 10 years. Like, I went out of my way to buy their music because I like them so much that I actually want them to be successful.
Where'd you buy it from?
I bought it from. Very interesting question, by the way.
Yeah.
I bought it from Amazon and from Bandcamp.
You got it on vinyl, I presume?
No. All digital download. I didn't have time to wait for that bullshit. I don't need a physical copy of anything. I wanted to download it immediately and then go out and bike to it.
Well, you know what they say about vinyl. It's like the crests of the, like, you know, John Coltrane, when
Yeah.
it goes from like an A+ to an A-,
Yeah.
like that smooth transition, it
Right.
loses it when like in the sea of zeros and ones when it gets digitized.
Right.
That's why vinyl is the best. I mean,
Right.
imagine like a huge rolling hill, rolling fields, and like, say if it's digital, it's like there's like some chunks missing from out of it. Like,
Ew, what?
I know, just like some places for you to like trip over. You know.
Ouch, I
But-
tripped on this.
On vinyl, it's just like a smooth, like just rolling hills that
Irish.
go into the sunset, and you fly
Right.
off into the sky. Yeah.
So let's see what you think. This is Chon. Their first song is called Splash. This is a video that was taken recently at South by Southwest this year.
Alright, so what's up, all you beautiful honeys? How you guys doing tonight?
I'm not listening to this, man. How dare you?
I do want to hear what you think, though. We don't have to listen to much. The first 30 seconds of the song that's going to play.
That's, I was just kidding.
Thanks for coming to South by Southwest.
First impressions.
Okay, wait. So, first impressions.
impression.
They're on stage. Jake has seen what they look like. He's looking at two of the musicians. This one is the brother of the drummer.
Oh, okay.
And
are
this,
they twin brothers?
they are not twins, I don't believe. I think this one is older. The
Okay.
guitarist.
He looks like some guitar douchebag from high school, for sure.
Cool.
Some kind of stoner, maybe a guy that would sell weed or something. He
Your
looks
high
like-
school or just high school in general?
From anybody's high school.
Right.
From Tom Landry Middle School, for all I know.
Just I do want to beat you up right now. So just be careful with what you're saying, lambasting these people.
I'm just goofing.
I don't make fun of your girlfriend, and I appreciate if you don't make fun of my boyfriends.
These guys are your boyfriends?
I like them a lot.
I mean, I'm sure
I don't believe in polygamy, but
You asked me to give my first impressions.
yes, and I regret it.
Well, this guy, he looks like
Okay,
somebody.
who cares what you say? Let's
He
just
looks
let's
like
listen.
somebody. All right. Here we go. The drummer looks like a fool.
They're so tight.
Definitely sounds like Viking music,
Oh my god, dude!
or maybe Viking music.
Listen to these harmonies. Everything is so tight.
These guys are virtuosos.
I love it. There's so few mistakes, and the only mistakes that are made are from this guitarist.
That guy with the long hair?
Yeah. The other guy is so serious, and the accuracy of it. I love the accuracy.
I like that Bill Withers chord progression right there.
Yeah.
And then the sky and the beauty of it all. And I'll spend some time with you. I don't know. They're obviously fans of soul music. I don't know. It sounds good. I don't know.
I love it because I can tell that the drummer knows how to count those rhythms, you know? Like listening to it, it's so much.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But it's like he understands the divisions between the 1 and the 2, much like the difference between vinyl and digital music. I mean, he understands the subdivisions to a degree that he can really play those drums and play. This music, it's when I'm listening to it, it's like listening to like a 3-dimensional puzzle, because no matter what instrument I'm focused on listening to, I always hear something new, because all the music is so complex that I can't listen to it all at once and hear every single part. So whatever I get transfixed on in any given time of listening to it, it's like hearing the song for the first time.
I can tell you just got pumped up listening to that.
I love
45
this
seconds
stuff
or whatever.
so much. I want to leave right now and go bike and listen to this shit. I'm like done with this show.
It's pretty powerful stuff.
I recorded this whole set, and I even like split it up into song, like tracks and everything like that. Like,
you don't have to. You know what you can do? You ever
write them a letter.
No, like, you ever use this site vid2mp3.com?
What?
Obviously you have, but you said you recorded it.
No, I've never used that site before. I use Adobe Audition, and then I record from the system mixer, and then I I'm able to edit it right there if I do want to take stuff out, which I usually do. You know, I made an edited version of Francis the Mute.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they have all that goddamn bullshit between all the songs, that stupid fucking idiotic noise and Spanish speaking and goddamn stupid bullshit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the song Elvia La Vasquez or whatever.
Elvia!
It takes like 7 minutes for that song to start.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
like, what the fuck do you think I'm doing over here? Like, I'm not trying.
Obviously they don't think you're biking.
No. God damn it.
It's not helping you.
Retards.
I just want to show you.
Although I did listen to Deloused in the Comatorium today, and it was really, really good. Every song on that album is amazing.
You're a big fan of prog rock, huh?
A little bit. Tom Sawyer's an awesome song.
You fuck with Rush?
I fuck with Rush a bit.
Well, I'm just showing you. You go to the site. Look, I'm downloading this right now. It takes 7 minutes.
Wow.
Aren't you? Isn't that something that
I'm definitely interested. I'll use this. I'm making fun of you now, but lo and behold, and rest assured that I will be using this when I get home, and I will do it furtively because I don't want you to know.
You can download anything, man.
I could download this Adam Levine Cute Moments video and listen to it.
Now, how do you think I get all the clips and stuff that I get from YouTube that I use, like from movies and stuff? I use this site.
What?
Yeah, dude. I guess I never told you.
Wow. I feel like you just showed me like your like S&M porn collection. Like, this is a secret you've kept for a long time.
Something I didn't want you to know.
Hey, shout out to David Jonaber.
Of course. You trying to give a shout out to him every episode?
Let's just say yes.
Shout out to David Jonaber. Yeah, man. Have you guys been you've been corresponding with him?
No, actually,
I
because
remember him.
I deleted
from high school. He's a cool guy.
He's a very cool guy.
Yeah.
I deleted my Facebook, which was our primary medium
talking to David J?
But hey, my email address is kennethperero@gmail.com. Again, that's Kenneth Kenneth Perero Pararo at symbol and gmail.gamal period. Hey,
email is this guy's job, but he can't even say the word Gmail.
Hey, that's not nice.
Dude, it's email, dude. It's not Gmail. It's email.
Good point. Electronic mail.
Is that what it means?
Maybe
blew the lid off the joint.
Maybe it's Ethernet mail.
I don't know. Ethernet. I mean, an Ethernet is. I know what that is. So I mean, don't even try to outsmart me. I know what an Ethernet cable is. So even if you do work in computers, at least I know that too. So
yeah, if you were trying to
give me a job.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're applying for the job, you go and you say, oh hey my name is Jake Cocaine Chef, and I do know what an Ethernet cable is. I do know how to plug one in. I know its purpose. I've only fried 11 MacBook Pros by trying to plug the Ethernet cable into the power receptacle, and I think that uniquely qualifies me for a job here because I see things.
You heard of the site vid2mp3.com?
How do you think I get all the clips for the show that I make? I make a show. I produce a show, create a show, co-creator of a show, CEO of a show, co-CEO of a show.
You think I talk that fast?
If you're nervous in your interview, maybe.
I don't know. I probably would say something like that.
It's a strategy to kind of like this. It's like what is it called? Like you're just trying to get your
Defense
foot.
mechanism.
It is, but there's like I think it's a sales term where you're like you barrage them with like too much information. I don't know what the word is. Oh, I just got a part-time job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But without saying, I mean, what's the nature of your work?
I actually work in a bike shop now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You told me about that.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to say where it is? Keep the
Probably.
note?
I mean, I don't have a Facebook anymore, so no one knows who Kenneth Pereiro is.
Yeah. Are you gonna just talk about your job now that we've?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna come in. I'm gonna go over just the jobs I did that day, the bikes that I saw, the bikes that I envied, the bikes that I didn't envy, the people I checked out, merchandise and otherwise. Naughty.
A little bit too naughty and saucy.
A little bit too saucy. But yeah, I'll probably be talking a lot about my new part-time job.
Add some more cream to the sauce.
It's a little bit thin. I like it a bit thicker. Thicken it up a bit.
Big sauces need love too.
More cushion for the sauce.
Yeah, but you're gonna. But so you should. I think you should have maybe a podcast about bikes.
I don't know enough.
Just in general.
Yes,
You know
this is the main reason I want this job so much is as a learning opportunity.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I would actually like to be a mechanic at the bike shop.
Yeah.
I would love to work on bikes. In fact, the reason I canceled the show last night is because I wanted to work on my bikes, and honestly, I wanted to cancel the show tonight so I could work on my bikes again.
Yeah.
I work on my bikes. I try to make them better. I try to tune them up. I try to learn about what each part does.
How many bikes do you have?
4.
Damn.
Yeah, not enough, right?
Which one do you got now?
This is the Fixie. This is the SE Logger, as it were.
Well, how do you choose what bike you're gonna use?
Usually, it's based on the weather, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
This is my wherewithal bike. So it was raining earlier, and I was like, well, I don't want the drivetrain on any of my good bikes to get all dirty and cruddy and have sand and grit and shit in them. Because I actually give my bikes like regular baths. But this bike is just like a scum fucking bubble toe. Just total. I mean, I talked about scum fucking bubble tops last week, but this thing will just go. It's a fixed gear. It's like a 4317. It just won't. Hey, my dad told me this story once. This old man got pulled over. He was in his car.
No way.
Pulled over by the police. Old man.
He wasn't even on a
Old
bike?
man. No, he wasn't even on a bike, and this story is still applicable.
Yeah.
The police officer goes up. He says, "Sir, do you know how fast you're driving by there? Do you know what the speed limit is?" And the old man looks up at the policeman. He lowers his extremely thick glasses and almost takes his own nose off in the process because he's just that old. And he says, "Officer, you'll have to forgive me. This car has 4 wheels, and it just wants to go." And then he died right there.
Oh my god.
Aneurysm. He had a quadruple aneurysm.
It's horrible, man.
Blood was coming out of his eyes, his ears. The police officer was so distraught by what he actually had seen that he committed suicide on the spot.
Oh man.
It was awful.
What a tragedy.
So that's why I chose this bike today.
Makes complete sense.
Of
now.
course.
You got what's the most expensive bike you have?
I would rather not say.
I see. It's that veers into the personal territory. Maybe we should try to test the boundaries of each other.
Okay.
Try to get people see what people. No, we're just gonna end up cutting stuff out if we do that.
I was gonna say, yeah. What percentage of your yearly income is spent on drugs?
Well, I wouldn't even be able to tell you.
Yeah,
that.
1/2 to 1/3.
And I'd have no problem telling that if I could even.
If
estimate.
you could, you should review that spreadsheet that you made, your budgeting spreadsheet.
But let's just try this, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's just okay. If we have to cut it out, then so be it. But okay, what I want to know is sorry, we have to cut that out.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. I was so close to just fucking
I told you, I'm
punching
sorry.
you
I'm
in
sorry.
the goddamn face.
I said that I'm sorry. All right, I didn't mean to bring that
I
up.
swear to God, dude, I don't hang out with people very often because sometimes they bring that part out of me and it's fucking coming out again. But god damn it, dude, I swear to God.
It's in the past, man, and I told you I'd cut it out, and I cut it out, and it's no big deal, right? And we're here on Weekend Review.
I think it's best if you just quickly move on.
All right,
Quickly. Hey,
I don't have any topics left. I don't know what to move on to. You ran all my topics into the ground. I might have something left. Oh, I got one right here.
That's called bit commitment, y'all.
Well, Kenneth seems like giving shout-outs to David Jonaber. And that's,
Shout out to David Jonaber.
Well deserved, because he's a good listener of the show, but I want to shout out Lane as well, because he claims to have listened to every episode, or at least he said on Facebook that he listened to every episode.
Well, hey, shout out to Lane.
Yeah, Lane, and also he said we should send him a tote bag, and also something I wanted to mention.
We're gonna have to make some tote bags.
So something I wanted to mention is that sometimes you say, well, I think you introduced to me him as Delane.
Correct.
Delane.
Yeah.
And then I heard his name was Lane, and then I think you said Delane again. So which is it? Which is it, man? Is it Lane or Delane? Which is it? The truth comes out now. What is the truth? Who are we? Who is Lane? Delane. Is it Lane or Delane?
Hey, well, how about this? How about we say, hey, Delane, hey, you listen to all the episodes? Prove it.
Prove it.
Hey, why don't you tell us what your name is? Oh, what's that? You didn't write back? You didn't respond to that challenge? Oh, guess you didn't listen to them all.
Oh, I guess you didn't even hear this because you were lying.
Too bad, too, because we got this awesome-ass tote bag.
Yeah, sweet tote bag. I can't wait to put all my weed in it for me and Kenneth only.
And you know the sad part is, it was going to say to Delane, but we had to wait because we don't know what your name is.
It was going to say either to Delane or to Lane. To Delane. To Delane.
Toodalane sounds
Toodalane,
like a dumb way of saying Toodalane.
Toodaloo?
Toodaloo, Toodalane.
I think his name is Lane.
I think that his public-facing name is Lane, and I think when you really get to know him, you can call him Delane.
I don't know. What is his legal name?
William.
Yolo Shavargard?
I don't believe
M.
so.
Shavargard?
I think I don't remember. I've seen a picture. I think if you go to his something or another, you can pull up pictures of him from his yearbook or something, and I think it actually shows his actual name that was printed in the yearbook, if you want to sleuth to that degree.
And it's not Lane or Delane, is it? Is it like a third name?
I think so.
Wait, this person's... Anyway. The guy's name is Lane, I think.
Yeah, shout out to Delane.
Shout out to Delane.
Shout out.
For being a loyal listener and hearing every episode of the show.
And to the Slowdown.
And to the Slowdown, right. Totally. I listened to one of the Slowdowns, actually. It's pretty good, you know. Had potential. Is it still going on?
Honestly, since I stopped being on Facebook, I feel like I've kind of fallen out of what he was doing.
How's life been since Facebook?
Oh my God, it's a dream.
Yeah?
It's just an absolute dream. I mean, I used to wake up in the middle of the night, sweating, clawing at my face, just in a pile, and it was horrible.
A pile of what?
I stopped myself. I didn't even want to say.
Damn.
Have you ever been in a pile of shameful tears?
Yeah.
They burned so badly, and I just would wake up every night, and I would say, I have to make a post. I have to. Oh, God, I have to make a post. And so I'd get up, and I would immediately slip because I had pissed myself. And so I would fall down and become concussed. And I would wake up a few hours later, and the whole cycle would repeat itself verbatim. And that was how I slept for nigh on 10 years.
Yeah.
And
Before Facebook even existed.
Mark Zuckerberg was not but a twinkle in my father's eye. And yet the terrors of sleeping never left me. But now I go to log in, and what's this? Oh, account not found. Oh, let me try to recover my password. I've forgotten it. No email associated. No user. No password reset.
But how do you post on Facebook if you don't have one?
That was the biggest thing I had to overcome when I first deleted it. I thought, good Lord, I just did something. What am I supposed to do? How do people figure out what I just did? How do I tell people about Chan? My dog just farted. Someone has to know. It smells so bad. And
Podcast empire is crumbling before my eyes.
Actually, thankfully, I didn't get to see it crumble because I was closed out of the gates.
I'm still an emperor. I'd say I'm the sole emperor. Seeing as you've bequeathed me.
Again, medically impossible.
We there's only 2 administrators, and I'm one of them. So
shout out to Lindsay
through me. Are you going to publicly bequoth the podcast empire to me before my very eyes, in the eyes of the world?
Do I need to make like a contract where I bequeath it to you?
I think maybe some kind of ceremony is in order.
Like a bequeath in your face.
Listen, we have a.
I be going down the street. I be queefing. People looking in my face. I be queefing.
I be queefing.
I don't know where I am because I be queefing.
I be queefing.
Be rolling up my jam. I be queefing.
I be queefing.
Be rolling with my honeys. I be queefing.
I be queefing.
People don't even know money. I be queefing.
I be queefing.
I'm gonna go up to the bank now. I be queefing.
I be queefing.
I know how to do the 8 notes. I be queefing.
I be queefing.
I be queefing.
8 notes.
8 notes.
I be queefing.
8 notes. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe we can make the episode a little longer this time.
Yeah, this is a reflect. Well, let's go to 110. Hey,
Go to 110?
let's go to 110. Actually, let's go to 112. Peaches and cream.
Okay, all right.
You familiar?
Peaches and cream. I guess if people are still listening, do you think our show is like too long? I just feel like we need to make a bunch of changes. We need to like have a meeting sometime when we're not doing the show.
We need to have a meeting.
Yeah,
Go to a coffee shop.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Sure.
Just talk about how we can make the show.
We could go tonight if you want to have a Starbucks gift card. Although I think they're closed.
We could go. I don't know. We could go somewhere else.
I'd be queefing though.
Bequeathing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the show could be better.
It could always be better.
And it's not. I feel like it's stagnated, and I want it to be kind of going towards some kind of better. I don't know. It's been 22 episodes, and I feel like no progress has necessarily been made, and all those like bits and stuff. We can make this a separate podcast, actually. Just talking about the behind the scenes stuff for Weekend Review. That would be pretty fun, though.
Like we could call it the anatomy of.
That'd be great.
Similar to Between the Buried and Me.
I mean, I'd say make a new rule.
Bill Maher style.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
No.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, I was listening to some of those today. If you're not gonna turn left when your blinker's on, then I am. Someone's gotta follow that turn signal directional. Shout out # Comedy Bang Bang. Don't worry if you don't understand that. Paul Rust. Don't Stop or We'll Die. Oh, dude, check out my shirt.
You get the Harris Whittle shirt?
Yeah, dude.
No way.
Yeah, help me out.
Sorry. Kenneth usually holds the microphone, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the reins. Hey, look at that. Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, when I saw that they were giving out these memorial Harris Whittle shirts, I was like, I gotta get one. Because the money goes to some sort of a scholarship fund in his name. And, I mean, Harris Whittle is such a shame, you know? We've already talked about it before, but still. Anytime I hear him on a Comedy Bang Bang episode, especially if they start talking about death, I'm like, oh.
Yeah. It's a pretty, it's pretty... I actually thought about that today.
He was only 30 years old.
Yeah.
5 years older than us.
Yeah. I listened to the Mark Maron interview with him.
Oh, I listened to a little bit of that, too.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring.
No, dude.
Not his fault, Mark Maron's.
You listen to WTF?
Not really.
I love it, man.
What the fuck? What's up, what the fuckers?
What the fuck Steens? What the fuck Steens? What the fuckstables? What the fuckericans? I just made that one up.
Just right there. Just did
It's WTF with Mark Maron. Pow! I just shit my pants. Just co-op.coffee.
That was actually just Jake. That wasn't a Mark Maron impression. He actually did just shit his pants.
I'd like to maybe develop a really good... See, this is the kind of ideas that we need to write down.
What?
Develop some kind of Mark Maron parody or something. If we're gonna do bits, we should like write them and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
That's I'm just saying.
I have a Google Doc that I created like
That's true.
5 months ago because you said you wanted to create a bit, and then I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's write it. Let's do it. And then you what's it called? Oh yeah, you never did it.
I forgot about it.
Cool.
We could. I think we should maybe use that more often. I'm with you on your side.
Dark side.
Because I mean, it's episode 22. It's season 3.
Right.
We added an extra 5 minutes because somehow the problem with the show is it was too long, so we decided to make it a little longer.
Just in case. We were like, well, maybe it's not too long, so let's make it longer. Let's push the envelope to see if it actually is, or maybe we need to make it an hour and a half.
Hoping to make it like 3 or 4 hours by the end of.
Let's just
year.
Joe Rogan it. Just
episode
go for
40.
yeah. Let's sit down. Let's have some bulletproof coffee. Let's take some Alpha Brain. Let's do some pirouettes with the Primal Bells, and let's just get into it. And you can ask me anything, and I'll go into detail, and I'll ask you anything, and you'll do the best that you can. And
I got an idea for something we could do.
Great.
Well, this is I guess this is inside baseball shit.
Uh-oh.
And we'll talk about it on our other podcast because this new
Anatomy of.
This new edition of Weekend Review is coming to a close, but I think we should like start recording and then just delete like the first like 15 minutes. I think we should like start off by doing it and then, because I don't know, I never feel comfortable with like the first 10 to 15 minutes of any episode. Personally, I feel like it doesn't.
Is that kind of like throwing the baby out with the bathwater though? Isn't that just gonna make whatever ends up being the first 10 or 15 minutes? It's gonna end up being it's gonna still be the first 10 to 15 minutes, but it's gonna be 20 minutes in.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
Does it solve the problem, or is it just pushing it back?
We'll have to see.
You're saying that like the first few minutes, they're just like bullshit and don't need to be recorded.
Maybe we should keep rolling on this one. We're getting into some.
We're cooking right now.
I'd say this is maybe a special edition.
This is like a bonus edition.
Yeah, maybe make this one extra long just to like fuck shit up and like, because now we're getting into some real shit. Talk about the issues with the show. You know, this is like weekend review after hours.
This is like therapeutic. This is like self-help book type stuff. This is like, you got a problem. Well, Tony Royster Jr. is going to help you out. He's going to show you how to do quick 30-second notes at ghost-like tappability, and his 16th note kick drum is just going to be spot on.
I mean, listen, I would love to if we had more listeners that are more vocal about their listening. If you are a listener, please reach out to us for the love of God.
Please prove it.
Please reach out to us. Tell us that you like the show. If you're listening to it right now,
tell us that you don't like the show.
Let it be known. It feels good. Maybe you saw this on Facebook. Hit up. Well, I guess Kenneth doesn't have a Facebook anymore.
Send me an email.
Send Kenneth an email. What's your email address again?
Kenneth Peraro, KENNETH PARARO @Gmail, GMALE the period and com, which is COMPANEY .edu/biz.
Tell us how we can help you out by helping ourselves out.
Yeah.
By making the show better.
Yeah.
You know?
Got an idea? Hey, we'd love to hear about it.
Because it's falling apart, man. It's not falling apart.
No.
I feel like it's in rough times, you know. It's a rough patch. It's like in a relationship or something. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
Resembles the 2008 economy or something like that.
We're trying to re-configure the show,
Can you cut that out?
No.
I don't think that we should use that word.
Sorry.
Especially if we're trying to reconfigure. Oh shit.
Re-J word.
Fuck.
Trying to reconfigure.
Right.
The show.
Right.
And I don't know. I guess we can talk about it. We can talk about it more. But there's an element of realness that I hope to achieve.
Some
with
authenticity.
This show. Some authenticity.
Right.
And I don't know if it's just missing something. I don't know. And definitely one of the problems is that the show's too long. So maybe I think we should end it here.
Well, what do you think it's missing? Can you expand on that a little bit? What I know you said you don't know, but let's just take a breath, think about what you're talking about, and try to articulate.
I think it's irritating sometimes to listen to the show. Or I mean,
do you take your
all
own
the time?
Do you ever take your own bias out?
I try to, yeah, every time.
How much do you try?
I don't know. What do you mean? I mean,
well, like,
yes, I do take my own.
You
bias
are
out.
well, but you're your own worst critic. That's a truism, right?
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I try to listen to it.
Well, what does Sarah think?
I don't know. I mean,
does she think the show's bullshit, or?
I think she used to like it. I haven't asked her in a while.
Used to? What happened?
I don't know. I actually just haven't talked to her about like whether or not she has heard it. Or maybe she has. I don't know. I mean,
she's your girlfriend. Keep tabs on her. God damn it.
Well, my point is like it doesn't matter. I mean, it's relevant obviously what she thinks as a listener to the show.
Well, yeah, it's not you, and that's my main point. Just because, again, you can be harsh on yourself because it's your product, but if you get an outside opinion that's a little bit more objective, you might have a better idea of how bad or good it is. I think it's pretty good.
Okay, I mean, if I guess I'll have to defer to you if you think it's good. You probably I know you listen to each episode more than I do.
Yeah, not so much anymore, but
yeah.
But
you don't like it anymore either, do you?
I'm unsubscribed. I leave that to the Jakartan Commonwealth. I don't want to crowd them, you know.
What was our last like truly sweet episode? I thought episode 8 was really good.
I don't even remember episode 8.
That's like one of my favorites.
What on earth happened? Is that Noah or is that Sarah? Or?
There was no guest. That's like the best solo episode, or just the two of us that we had. I think. Because it was like, I don't know, we got real enough. It was just perfect. There was realness and there was goofiness, and we talked about some serious shit. I like to mix it up, you know, maybe be funny and then be serious.
Well, hey, does this help?
I often fall into like portraying a character or something on the show.
Yeah.
Which I'm not really comfortable with necessarily.
Right.
It's kind of become like my go-to to be funny as like being the drunk idiot or whatever. It's not. I mean, I guess I am a drunk idiot, but
Right. It's not acting.
yeah, I want to like be more of a. I want to be more of a character. Is what I'm saying. Put more effort into actually developing a character beyond my own personality, which is that of a alcoholic retard. No, I mean, you know, I'm just saying like it's easy to do that. That's kind of that's a persona I try to cultivate with my rap music, but it's not really what I want to be on the show. Just the self-destructive whatever, alcoholic stoner like idiot, you know. It's funny to do that, but I don't know, there's got to be something more, and we're gonna find it. And if you're listening to this right now, especially an hour and 15 minutes into this
David Genre.
program, David, then maybe you could talk to me. Put it this way.
Okay.
If I don't get more responses for the show, like, I'm just gonna have to end it. I mean,
Well, you're only 50% of the equation.
you could carry it on without me, but you might have to get a new co-host, man. It's coming down to the wire, and no more bits. This is real. This is the real. No Joseph Stalin here, my friend. No live show. No fucking scum fucking Buttletups. None of that. No Forrest.
None of your verse.
No Forrest Gump. No nothing. Just me being real, just standing out here being myself, with my pants off, naked, with a huge erection, saying, "Look at me,
Well,
accept me."
Huge is sort of it's a strong word.
With a normal sized erection,
Normal.
slightly below average. I have a micro penis.
Thank you.
Sorry. With a micro erection,
Yes.
just saying to you, I'm here. I am your forte. I am your Will Forte. I don't know if that really makes sense, but
Yeah, I don't get it.
I mean, I'm just saying it's my forte to do podcasting.
It's your will. It is your will, and it is your forte.
Exactly. Thank you.
That will be done.
That's why that's the shit we need to tap into. You connecting the dots like that. That's I don't know. So
Well,
anyway,
Jake,
what?
life is like the flower of the field. The grass withers, the flower fades away, but the word of our Lord shall last forever.
And that is bullshit, which means it's a good way to end our show. The episode of bullshit, worst show ever, weekend review.
We can review.
We're gonna be canceled by next season.
So-
I'm gonna cancel it.
The show of bullshit, comma, the worst show, comma. This is : weekend
And
review.
You've been listening to
A production of
the Podcast Empire.
Spread the word.